Question 1. In a high-stakes environment where multiple challenges must be balanced, a hospital ethics committee is reviewing a case involving a patient in a persistent vegetative state (PVS). The patient's advance directive states they do not wish to receive life-sustaining treatment, but their family strongly opposes withdrawal of care. The hospital's legal counsel raises concerns about potential litigation if life support is removed. What is the legally and ethically appropriate course of action for the hospital to take? A. Immediately remove life support, as the advance directive is legally binding. B. Seek court order to determine the legal validity of the advance directive. C. Follow the family's wishes to avoid potential lawsuits even if they contradict the directive. D. Allow the ethics committee to override the advance directive based on ethical considerations. Answer: B. Seek a court order to determine the legal validity of the advance directive. Explanation: advance directives, such as living wills and durable power of attorney for healthcare, provide legally enforceable instructions about end-of-life care. However, conflicts arise when families contest these directives. Courts have ruled in landmark cases such as Cruzen v. Director, Missouri Department of Health, 1990, that competent individuals have constitutional right to refuse medical treatment, but states can impose procedural safeguards. Why B is correct. Seeking a court order ensures the hospital follows due process and prevents liability. Courts assess whether the advance directive meets legal requirements, such as proper execution and the patient's mental capacity at the time of signing. YA is incorrect. While advance directives are legally binding, unilateral removal of support without addressing family concerns may expose the hospital to litigation. YC is incorrect. The Patient Self-Determination Act, 1990, protects patient autonomy over family wishes. Ignoring the directive could violate legal and ethical principles. YD is incorrect. Ethics committees provide recommendations but cannot override legal documents or judicial authority. Question 2. While examining inconsistencies across various units, a biotechnology company is developing a new gene editing therapy using CRISPR technology. During a clinical trial, researchers discover unintended genetic mutations in participants, raising ethical and legal concerns. Under current U.S. regulations, what is the most legally compliant response the company should take? A. Hold the trial and report the findings to the FDA and Institutional Review Board (IRB). B. Continue the trial, but modify the consent forms to reflect the new risks. C. Privately investigate the issue without reporting to authorities until more data is collected. D. Proceed with the trial as scheduled, since unintended mutations are an expected risk. Answer: A. Halt the trial, then report the findings to the FDA and IRB. Explanation: gene editing technologies like CRISPR are subject to stringent oversight under U.S. law. Clinical trials must comply with the Federal Food, Drug, and Cosmetic Act and FDA regulations governing investigational new drugs. YA is correct. The common rule, 45 CFR 46, requires researchers to halt studies if unanticipated risks emerge. The FDA and IRB must be notified to assess participant safety and compliance. B is incorrect. Modifying consent forms alone is insufficient. Under the Belmont Report's principle of beneficence, researchers must minimize harm, which may require stopping the trial. YC is incorrect. Withholding information from regulatory authorities violates good clinical practice (GCP) standards and could result in legal penalties. YD is incorrect. While some off-target effects are expected in gene editing, failure to report safety concerns breaches the ethical duty of non-maleficence and lead to regulatory shutdowns. Question 3. During the introduction of new methods where coordination is critical, a public health agency enacts a mandatory vaccination policy for healthcare workers. Some employees claim religious exemptions, while others argue that their bodily autonomy is being violated. Given legal precedents, which of the following is the most legally defensible stance for the agency? A. Deny all exemptions, as public health interests override individual rights. B. Allow religious exemptions, but deny personal belief exemptions. C. Permit both religious and personal belief exemptions equally. D. Grant exemptions only to employees who can provide a physician's certification of medical contraindication. Answer: B. Allow religious exemptions but deny personal belief exemptions. Explanation: mandatory vaccination policies must balance public health interests with individual rights. Courts have ruled that states can mandate vaccines, but religious beliefs may warrant exemptions. B is correct. Under Jacobson v. Massachusetts, 1905, the Supreme Court upheld state-mandated vaccines but allowed narrow exemptions. Many permit religious exemptions under Title Omen of the Civil Rights Act, which protects religious practices. YA is incorrect. Blanket denial of exemptions may violate constitutional protections for religious freedom. YC is incorrect. Personal belief exemptions are not universally protected under federal law and may compromise herd immunity. YD is incorrect. While medical exemptions are valid, excluding religious exemptions violate Title Omen unless the exemption causes undue hardship. Question 4. In a high-stakes environment where multiple challenges intersect in end-of-life care, a physician is faced with a terminally ill patient who has clearly stated a preference for physician-assisted suicide (PASS) in the Advance Directive. The patient meets all legal criteria in a jurisdiction where PASS is legal. However, the patient's family strongly opposes the decision and demands continued life-sustaining treatment. The hospital's ethics committee is consulted. Some members argue that the family's wishes should take precedence due to emotional distress, while others assert that patient autonomy must be upheld. Which of the following is the most legally and ethically appropriate course of action? A. The physician should proceed with physician-assisted suicide as requested by the patient, prioritizing the patient's autonomy over family objections. B. The physician should delay action and attempt further mediation with the family to reach consensus. C. The physician should refuse to participate in PASS, citing the family's distress as legitimate reason to override the patient's directive. D. The hospital's ethics committee should make the final decision based institutional policy rather than legal statutes. Answer: A. The physician should proceed with physician-assisted suicide as requested by the patient, prioritizing the patient's autonomy over family objections. Explanation: this scenario highlights the conflict between patient autonomy, family concerns, and institutional ethics in end-of-life care. Legally and ethically, autonomy is one of the 4 foundational principles of bioethics, along with beneficence, non-maleficence, and justice. In jurisdictions, PASS is legal, e.g., Oregon's Death with Dignity Act. Competent adult patient has the right to make their own medical decisions, including the decision to end their life under prescribed conditions. Question 5. When implementing new protocols in a shared environment involving gene editing research, a team of scientists is using CRISPR technology to modify human embryos for disease resistance. While the research has potential to eliminate hereditary diseases, it also poses unknown risks and ethical concerns. Regulatory agencies have issued guidelines emphasizing caution, but the lead researcher argues that the potential benefits outweigh the risks and wants to proceed. The team is split on how to proceed within legal and ethical constraints. What is the most appropriate action based on bioethical principles and existing laws? A. The research team should proceed cautiously with the experiment, as the potential medical benefits justify the risks. B. The research should halt immediately, as any genetic modification of human embryos is a violation of international bioethics laws. C. The research team should seek additional regulatory approval and public consultation before proceeding, ensuring alignment with ethical and legal standards. D. The lead researcher should proceed independently if they can demonstrate scientific validity of the procedure. Answer: C. The research team should seek additional regulatory approval and public consultation before proceeding, ensuring alignment with ethical and legal standards. Explanation: gene editing research, particularly involving human embryos, is a contentious area in bioethics and law. The use of CRISPR technology has raised significant ethical concerns, including issues related to genetic determinism, unintended mutations, and implications. YC is correct. Ethical research in gene editing must align with established legal and regulatory frameworks, such as the Helsinki Declaration and the Universal Declaration on Bioethics and Human Rights, UNESCO 2005. Public consultation ensures that social and ethical considerations are addressed, and regulatory approval ensures legal compliance. YA is incorrect. Scientific benefits alone do justify bypassing ethical and legal frameworks. Many international guidelines, including those from the National Academies of Sciences, Engineering, and Medicine (NASM), stress the importance of proceeding with extreme caution in gene editing research. B is incorrect. While many countries restrict germline genetic modifications, not all genetic editing is universally banned. Some regulatory bodies allow specific types of gene editing research at strict oversight. YD is incorrect. Individual researchers cannot override ethics and legal frameworks simply because they believe their work is justified. Research must comply with institutional, national, and international standards. Question 6. In a situation where formal requirements conflict with religious beliefs, a hospital is faced with a patient who is a Jehovah's Witness and refuses life-saving blood transfusion due to religious beliefs. The medical team believes that without the transfusion, the patient will not survive. However, the patient is mentally competent and insists that they do not consent to the procedure. The hospital's legal team is consulted. What is the correct legal and approach in this scenario? A. The hospital must administer the blood transfusion against the patient's wishes to preserve life. B. The patient's wishes must be respected, as they have the legal right to refuse treatment. C. The hospital must seek court order to override the patient's refusal of treatment. D. The medical team should delay action and attempt to persuade the patient to accept the transfusion. Answer: B. The patient's wishes must be respected, as they have the legal right to refuse treatment. Explanation: the right to refuse medical treatment is fundamental legal and ethical principle upheld in numerous legal precedents and bioethics frameworks. Competent adults have the autonomy to make medical decisions, even if it results in their death. Why? B is correct. Legal cases such as Cruz and v. Director, Missouri Department of Health, Re Quinlan confirmed that competent adults have the right to refuse medical treatment, even if it is life-saving. The Patient Self-Determination Act (PCDA) 1990 reinforces this principle by ensuring that patients have control over their healthcare decisions. YA is incorrect. Forcing medical treatment without consent violates patient autonomy and may constitute medical battery. YC is incorrect. Courts generally uphold autonomy unless the patient is incompetent or there are compelling state interests, e.g., minor patients or public health concerns. YD is incorrect. Persuasion may be attempted, but the patient's decision must be respected once it is clear and informed. Question 7. When dealing with a complex system that shows occasional failures in high-pressure environments, a project manager is tasked with identifying the root cause of a series of unpredictable breakdowns in a manufacturing assembly line. Data analysis reveals that failures occur intermittently but do not follow a clear pattern. Different teams propose varied solutions, including changing suppliers, adjusting machine calibration, increasing maintenance frequency, and redesigning the workflow. Which of the following should be the first step to determine the most effective corrective action? A. Implement immediate changes to all areas simultaneously to ensure no more failures occur. B. Conduct a structured root cause analysis, or CA, using methods such as the 5 whys or fishbone diagram. C. Replace critical machinery with newer models to eliminate possible hardware failures. D. Increase staff training and monitoring procedures to ensure proper machine operation. Answer: B. Conduct a structured root cause analysis, a CA, using methods such as the 5 whys or fishbone diagram. Explanation: why B is correct. The first step in resolving a complex failure scenario is to identify the root cause systematically rather than implementing random fixes. The 5 whys method and fishbone diagrams, Ishikawa diagrams, help categorize potential issues such as equipment failure, process inefficiencies, or YA is incorrect. Making multiple changes at once prevents clear identification of the root cause and may introduce new issues. YC is incorrect. Replacing machinery is expensive and unnecessary if the root cause is elsewhere. YD is incorrect. Training is beneficial but not always the primary issue. The root cause must be identified first. Question 8. In a situation where resource allocation becomes critical, a healthcare facility faces a sudden surge in emergency room patients due to a natural disaster. The hospital's resources, such as staff, medical supplies, and available beds, are limited. The hospital administration must quickly decide how to allocate resources effectively while maintaining ethical standards. What is the most appropriate decision-making framework in this scenario? A. Apply the first come, first served, a principle to ensure fairness in treating patients. B. Use triage system to prioritize treatment based on medical urgency and likelihood of survival. C. Focus on treating VIP patients and individuals with private insurance first. D. Distribute resources evenly across all incoming patients to maintain consistency. Correct answer: B. Use a triage system to prioritize treatment based on medical urgency and likelihood of survival. Explanation: why B is correct. Triage systems such as start triage are the standard approach in emergency medicine during mass casualty events. They prioritize patients based on severity, ensuring resources are used effectively. YA is incorrect. First come, first served is inefficient in emergencies and may lead to avoidable fatalities. YC is incorrect. prioritizing VIP or insured patients violates medical ethics, e.g., the Hippocratic Oath and legal regulations. Why? D is incorrect. Distributing resources evenly without considering severity would waste critical resources on minor cases while high-risk patients deteriorate. Question 9. During an emergency response where multiple areas are impacted by a cybersecurity breach, a financial institution experiences a major data leak that compromises customer information. The security team identifies that the breach was caused by a phishing attack targeting employees. What is the most effective first step in mitigating further damage? A. Immediately shut down all network systems to prevent further data exposure. B. Notify law enforcement and affected customers before taking internal action. C. Identify compromised accounts, isolate affected systems, and revoke unauthorized access. D. Fire the employees who clicked on the phishing emails to set an example. Answer: C. Identify compromised accounts, isolate affected systems, and revoke unauthorized access. Explanation: why C is correct. The first priority in a cybersecurity breach is containment, limiting the attack's reach by isolating infected systems and preventing further unauthorized access. Why A is incorrect. Shutting down all systems may cause unnecessary disruption and prevent forensic analysis of the breach. Why B is incorrect. Notification is important but should happen after securing systems and understanding the scope of the breach. Why D is incorrect. Firing employees is not primary response and does not resolve the security issue. Question 10. When developing a solution that must address opposing needs in a supply chain, a company faces increasing demand for faster delivery while reducing costs. Some executives suggest using premium shipping, while others advocate for bulk ordering to cut expenses. What is the best compromise to optimize efficiency without significantly raising costs? A. Implement just-in-time JIT inventory management to minimize storage costs while ensuring timely deliveries. B. Require customers to wait longer to receive orders, prioritizing cost savings over delivery speed. C. Shift to premium express shipping for all orders, ensuring the fastest possible delivery. D. Reduce the number of shipments by requiring customers to place larger orders. Answer: A. Implement just-in-time JIT inventory management to minimize storage costs while ensuring timely deliveries. Explanation: why A is correct. JIT inventory management balances cost efficiency with fast delivery by reducing storage costs while keeping minimal necessary stock on hand. Why B is incorrect. Customers expect faster, reliable service, and longer wait times can harm customer satisfaction. Why C is incorrect. Express shipping for all orders is too costly and unsustainable. Why D is incorrect. Requiring large orders may alienate smaller customers and reduce sales. Question 11. During a major transformation where existing methods are being replaced, a multinational company transitions from traditional in-house servers to a cloud-based infrastructure. While this shift promises scalability and cost savings, employees report challenges related to data migration, security concerns, and adapting to the new system. What is the most effective approach to ensure a smooth transition? A. Force all departments to immediately switch to the cloud system without further discussion. B. Implement a hybrid cloud strategy, allowing gradual migration while maintaining key on-premise resources. C. Conduct a full system shutdown during the transition to prevent compatibility issues. D. Assign audit staff to customer service roles to handle employee complaints about the new system. Answer: B. Implement a hybrid cloud strategy, allowing gradual migration while maintaining key on-premise resources. Explanation: why B is correct. A hybrid cloud approach balances stability and progress, allowing for incremental migration while ensuring business continuity. It also reduces security risks associated with a complete system overhaul. Why A is incorrect. A forced transition without proper preparation leads to resistance and productivity loss. Why C is incorrect. A full shutdown disrupts operations, which is unnecessary and inefficient. Why D is incorrect. Its staff should focus on technical implementation, not just handling complaints. Question 12. In a high-stakes environment where multiple challenges arise simultaneously, a logistics company faces shipping delays due to weather disruptions, staff shortages, and rising fuel costs. Customers expect timely deliveries despite these challenges. Which strategy best ensures operational efficiency while managing costs? A. Increase delivery fees to offset fuel costs and hire additional temporary workers. B. Adopt real-time tracking and routing systems to optimize delivery routes dynamically. C. Reduce the number of delivery trucks operating in affected areas to save fuel. D. Inform customers of indefinite delays without attempting adjustments. Answer B. Adopt real-time tracking and routing systems to optimize delivery routes dynamic. Explanation why B is correct. Real-time tracking and route optimization help minimize delays and reduce fuel costs by adjusting delivery schedules dynamically. Why A is incorrect. Raising fees may hurt customer loyalty, and hiring more workers does not address routing issues. Why C is incorrect. Reducing trucks may worsen backlogs and delay. Why D is incorrect. A passive approach damages customer trust and fails to address operational inefficiencies. Question 13. While analyzing the root causes of sequential problems in product quality, a manufacturer finds that defect rates have increased in the last 3 months. Initial inspections show inconsistent material quality, outdated machinery, and inadequate employee training. What should be the first action to effectively reduce defect rates? A. Immediately fire employees responsible for quality checks. B. Conduct a cause and effect analysis to identify the most critical contributing factors. C. Halt all production indefinitely until the issue is fully resolved. D. Increase the speed of the production line to compensate for defective products. Answer B. Conduct a cause and effect analysis to identify the most critical contributing factors. Explanation why B is correct. A structured cause and effect analysis, such as a fishbone diagram, helps pinpoint specific areas causing defects before taking corrective actions. Why A is incorrect. Firing employees does not solve systemic issues and may lower morale. Why C is incorrect. Halting production is costly and may not be necessary. Targeted improvements can be made. Why D is incorrect. Increasing production speed worsens defects rather than addressing them. Question 14. In an environment where different components must interact seamlessly, a software company is integrating multiple legacy systems with a new cloud-based platform. Users report compatibility issues and inconsistent data synchronization. What should be the highest priority to resolve these challenges? A. Develop an application programming interface API to enable smooth communication between old and new systems. B. Shut down all legacy systems immediately and rely solely on the new platform. C. Ignore compatibility issues and ask employees to work around them. D. Migrate all historical data manually, even if it delays implementation. Answer A. Develop an application programming interface API to enable smooth communication between old and new systems. Explanation why A is correct. APIs act as bridges between different systems, ensuring data synchronization and seamless interaction. Why B is incorrect. Shutting down old systems abruptly can disrupt critical operations. Why C is incorrect. Ignoring issues leads to inefficiencies and frustrates users. Why D? Incorrect. Manual migration is inefficient and prone to errors. Question 15. During a seamless transition where continuity must be maintained, a hospital upgrades its electronic health records system while continuing to serve patients. What is the best approach to minimize disruptions? A. Switch all patient records to the new system overnight without prior notice. B. Use a phased implementation approach, testing the system in select departments before full rollout. C. Require all doctors and nurses to memorize critical patient information during the transition. D. Delay the system upgrade indefinitely to avoid any risks. Answer B. Use a phased implementation approach, testing the system in select departments before full rollout. Explanation why B is correct. Phased implementation allows controlled testing, ensuring issues are addressed before organization-wide adoption. Why A is incorrect. A sudden switch increases risks of errors and confusion. Why C is incorrect. Memorization is impractical and unsafe. Why D is incorrect. Indefinite delays prevent technological advancements. Question 16. In a scenario where efficiency decreases across multiple teams, a financial institution experiences slow processing times for loan approvals due to redundant verification steps and lack of automation. What is the best solution to improve efficiency? A. Implement robotic process automation (RPA) to automate repetitive tasks. B. Require employees to work overtime to handle increased workloads. C. Remove all verification steps, even at the risk of security breaches. D. Ignore delays, assuming customers will adapt to longer processing times. Answer A. Implement robotic process automation (RPA) to automate repetitive tasks. Explanation: why A is correct. RPA improves efficiency by automating repetitive processes, reducing manual workload. Why B is incorrect. Overtime is not a long-term solution and can lower employee morale. Why C is incorrect. Removing verification steps compromises security. Why D is incorrect. Ignoring inefficiencies dam customer satisfaction. Question 17. When dealing with a complex system that shows occasional inconsistencies, a national airline experiences sporadic failures in its ticket booking system. Customers report duplicate bookings, incorrect seat assignments, and unexplained cancellations. What is the best approach to address these inconsistencies? A. Completely shut down the booking system until all issues are resolved. B. Implement continuous monitoring and real-time error detection mechanisms to identify patterns in failures. C. Manually verify every booking made, even if it slows down the system. D. Inform customers that system failures are inevitable and cannot be fixed. Answer: B. Implement continuous monitoring and real-time error detection mechanisms to identify patterns in failures. Explanation: why B is correct. Continuous monitoring helps detect and resolve issues proactively rather than waiting for complaints. Why A is incorrect. Shutting down the system disrupts business and does not guarantee a complete fix. Why C is incorrect. Manual verification is slow and prone to errors. Why D is incorrect. Ignoring the issue damages customer trust. Question 18. While investigating a complicated issue between different departments, a retail company finds that inventory levels reported by the warehouse team do not match sales data from the point of sale (POS) system. What should be the most effective first step to resolve this discrepancy? A. Conduct a full audit of the warehouse to verify stock levels and identify errors. B. Disable the POS system temporarily to prevent further inconsistencies. C. Assign blame to either the sales or warehouse teams and take corrective action accordingly. D. Reduce the number of available products to minimize inventory tracking issues. Answer: A. Conduct a full audit of the warehouse to verify stock levels and identify errors. Explanation: why A is correct. An audit helps detect whether the issue is due to human error, technical malfunctions, or miscommunication between departments. Why B is incorrect. Disabling the POS system affects sales operations and does not solve the problem. Why C is incorrect. Assigning blame without analysis does not address the root cause. Why is incorrect. Reducing products does not solve tracking issues. Question 19. In a high-stakes environment where multiple challenges arise simultaneously, a hospital faces a shortage of critical medications due to global supply chain disruptions. What is the best strategy to manage this crisis effectively? A. Prioritize medication distribution based on patient urgency and alternative treatments. B. Stockpile all available medications regardless of expiration dates. C. Reduce hospital admissions to minimize medication use. D. Wait for suppliers to resolve the issue without adjusting internal policies. Answer: A. Prioritize medication distribution based on patient urgency and alternative treatments. Explanation: why A is correct. Prioritization ensures critical patients receive essential care while exploring alternatives for non-urgent cases. Why B is incorrect. Stockpiling without considering expiration dates leads to waste. Why C is incorrect. Reducing admissions negatively impacts patient care. Why D is incorrect. Waiting worsens the crisis. Question 20. During a comprehensive review of a process that needs improvement, an automobile manufacturer finds that production delays are caused by inconsistent raw material deliveries. What is the most effective solution? A. Establish multiple supplier agreements to ensure a steady supply of raw materials. B. Stop production until a more reliable supplier is found. C. Reduce quality checks to speed up production. D. Penalize workers for delays, assuming the problem is internal. Answer: A. Establish multiple supplier agreements to ensure a steady supply of raw materials. Explanation: why A is correct. Diversifying suppliers reduces dependency on a single source, ensuring continuity. Why B is incorrect. Halting production leads to financial losses. Why C is incorrect. Reducing quality checks increases defect rates. Why D is incorrect. Penalizing workers ignores external factors causing delays. Question 21. When implementing new protocols in a shared environment, a university introduces a campus-wide cybersecurity policy requiring frequent password changes. However, faculty and students complain that frequent changes are inconvenient. What is the best approach? A. Modify the policy to require password changes only in cases of security breaches. B. Implement multi-factor authentication (MFA) instead of frequent password changes. C. Ignore complaints and enforce strict compliance. D. Allow users to reuse old passwords for convenience. Answer: B. Implement multi-factor authentication (MFA) instead of frequent password changes. Explanation: why B is correct. MFA provides stronger security without the burden of frequent password changes. Why A is incorrect. Waiting for security breaches increases risk. Why C is incorrect. Ignoring user concerns reduces compliance. Why D is incorrect. Allowing old passwords weakens security. Question 22. While analyzing the root causes of sequential problems in a factory, management notices that production downtime increases during equipment maintenance. What is the best way to reduce disruptions? A. Implement predictive maintenance using real-time monitoring to prevent unexpected failures. B. Conduct maintenance only when equipment completely breaks down. C. Increase production speed to compensate for downtime. D. Ignore maintenance issues and focus on improving worker productivity. Answer: A. Implement predictive maintenance using real-time monitoring to prevent unexpected failures. Explanation: why A is correct. Predictive maintenance minimizes downtime by addressing issues before failures occur. Why B is incorrect. Waiting for breakdowns leads to costly repairs. Why C is incorrect. Increasing speed does not fix underlying maintenance issues. Why D is incorrect. Ignoring maintenance risks major equipment failures. Question 23. During an emergency response where multiple areas are impacted, a city experiences power outages after a severe storm. Emergency services need electricity for hospitals and communication networks. What is the most effective response? A. Prioritize power restoration for critical infrastructure like hospitals and emergency response centers. B. Restore power based on a first come, first served basis. C. Wait until weather conditions improve before taking action. D. Allocate resources equally across all areas, regardless of urgency. Answer: A. Prioritize power restoration for critical infrastructure like hospitals and emergency response centers. Explanation: why A is correct. Prioritizing essential services ensures public safety. Why B is incorrect. Random restoration delays urgent cases. Why C is incorrect. Delays worsen emergency conditions. Why D is incorrect. Equal distribution ignores critical needs. Question 24. In a situation where formal requirements conflict with operational flexibility, a government agency must balance strict data privacy laws with the need for rapid information sharing during crisis response. What is the best solution? A. Develop a secure data sharing protocol that complies with legal requirements while allowing emergency access. B. Ignore privacy laws during crises for faster response times. C. Limit data access entirely, even if it slows crisis management. D. Share all data openly to improve collaboration, even if it violates regulations. Answer: A. Develop a secure data sharing protocol that complies with legal requirements while allowing emergency access. Explanation: why A is correct. A secure protocol ensures compliance while enabling efficient crisis response. Why B is incorrect. Ignoring laws creates legal risks. Why C is incorrect. Restricting access hinders crisis response. Why D is incorrect. Open data sharing violates regulations. Question 25. When managing a process that involves continuous monitoring, a financial institution discovers irregular transaction patterns that suggest possible fraud. What is the most effective course of action? A. Immediately freeze all customer accounts to prevent further fraud. B. Implement real-time fraud detection systems that flag suspicious transactions for review. C. Ignore the issue unless customers report financial losses. D. Delay investigations until multiple reports confirm fraudulent activity. Answer: B. Implement real-time fraud detection systems that flag suspicious transactions for review. Explanation: why B is correct. Real-time monitoring prevents fraud while allowing normal transactions. Why A is incorrect. Freezing all accounts inconveniences customers and harms business operations. Why C is incorrect. Ignoring fraud increases financial and reputational risk. Why D is incorrect. Delays allow fraudulent activity. Continue unchecked. Question 26. While working with a system that handles large volumes of data, the e-commerce company finds that order processing times increase significantly during peak sales events. What is the best strategy to address this problem? A. Optimize the database and server capacity to handle high traffic efficiently. B. Restrict the number of users accessing the website simultaneously. C. Process orders manually during high traffic periods. D. Extend delivery timelines to reduce pressure on the system. Answer A. Optimize the database and server capacity to handle high traffic efficiently. Explanation why A is correct. Scaling infrastructure ensures smooth order processing without delays. Why B is incorrect. Restricting access reduces sales opportunities. Why C is incorrect. Manual processing is slow and impractical. Why D is incorrect. Extending delivery times harms customer satisfaction. Question 27. In a scenario where multiple decision makers must agree on a course of action, a technology company faces delays in product development because different teams have conflicting priorities. What is the most effective way to resolve this issue? A. Establish a cross-functional team with clear decision-making authority. B. Allow each department to work independently without coordination. C. Delay product development until all teams reach full agreement. D. Assign decision-making power solely to the executive team without team input. Answer A. Establish a cross-functional team with clear decision-making authority. Explanation why A is correct. A cross-functional team ensures alignment and faster decision-making. Why B is incorrect. Lack of coordination leads to inefficiency. Why C is incorrect. Delaying decisions slows innovation. Why D is incorrect. Excluding teams reduces collaboration and innovation. Question 28. When a situation requires balancing immediate needs with long-term sustainability, a manufacturing company faces pressure to meet high demand, but also wants to minimize environmental impact. What is the best approach? A. Implement sustainable production methods that balance efficiency with environmental responsibility. B. Focus solely on meeting demand, regardless of environmental impact. C. Reduce production drastically to lower environmental impact. D. Delay sustainability initiatives until demand decreases. Correct answer A. Implement sustainable production methods that balance efficiency with environmental responsibility. Explanation why A is correct. Sustainable methods ensure long-term profitability and regulatory compliance. Why B is incorrect. Ignoring sustainability leads to legal and reputational risks. Why C is incorrect. Cutting production harms profitability and market position. Why D is incorrect. Postponing sustainability increases long-term risks. Question 29. While adapting to a rapidly changing environment, a logistics company faces disruptions due to new government regulations on fuel emissions. What is the most effective strategy? A. Invest in fuel-efficient and electric vehicles to comply with new regulations. B. Ignore the new regulations and continue operations as usual. C. Raise shipping prices to offset regulatory costs without making operational changes. D. Reduce delivery services to avoid compliance challenges. Answer A. Invest in fuel-efficient and electric vehicles to comply with new regulations. Explanation why A is correct. Proactive adaptation ensures regulatory compliance and operational efficiency. Why B is incorrect. Ignoring regulations leads to legal penalties. Why C is incorrect. Raising prices without efficiency improvements harms competitiveness. Why D is incorrect. Reducing services weakens the business model. Question 30. When responding to an issue that impacts a broad customer base, a telecommunications company experiences a nationwide service outage, what is the most appropriate response? A. Communicate transparently with customers about the issue and expected resolution time. B. Deny that an outage has occurred to avoid negative publicity. C. Wait until the issue is fully resolved before addressing customer concerns. D. Offer refunds immediately without investigating the cause of the outage. Answer A. Communicate transparently with customers about the issue and expected resolution time. Explanation why A is correct. Clear communication maintains customer trust and reduces frustration. Why B is incorrect. Denying issues damages credibility. Why C is incorrect. Lack of communication increases customer dissatisfaction. Why D is incorrect. Offering refunds before investigation may cause financial losses.